Hi everybody, welcome to the very first episode of the Fluffy Bear Fibers podcast. My name is Jennifer. I am the creator behind the Fluffy Bear Fibers Etsy shop. You can find us there on Etsy. It is a hand-dyed yarn shop, and hopefully very soon we'll also be featuring some handmade project bags. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little introduction of myself and get you guys familiar with some of the products that I'm going to be carrying in my shop. And yeah, let's just have some fun. Okay, so my name is Jennifer, and I am from the very small town in Arizona called Morenci. Most people have never heard of it. We're one of those teeny tiny little towns. It is a mining town. Yes, those still exist. And it's mainly a copper mining town. So it's pretty small. We have maybe, on a good day, 8,000 people. So it's pretty small. But it's actually kind of nice. You get to know everybody around you. You know all your neighbors. It's a pretty safe place. So I've lived here for roughly 10 years. And I live here with my boyfriend and our two dogs, Dita and Sparty. Sparty is also known as Fluffy and is the face behind Fluffy Bear Fibers. So if he pops by here, then I'll introduce you to him as well. Okay, so I have recently started doing some hand-dyed yarns, and I've really been enjoying that greatly, and I just really wanted to share some of that with you guys and hope that you love it as much as I do. So let's take a look at what I've got. Okay, so the first one that I have is going to be on a fingering weight sock base. It is 75% merino, 25% nylon, and it is on my favorite jeans colorway. So this one came out really beautiful. I'm really loving it. It's got some really nice variations of blue in it, and it has a little bit of black, but it just kind of gives you this really pretty variegated kind of look, and it's really soft and squishy, so I'm really loving that. That's in the shop right now. Favorite jeans. The next one that I have is going to be a 50-gram skein, so approximately 220 yards. This is going to be in my Deep Woods colorway. So this one is a really pretty, like, blue-green. It's very rich, and it has some little specks of, like, dark red in it, which I think is really interesting. So this is also going to be on a 75-25 merino nylon. Okay, the next one is a really pretty colorway that I came up with, and I'm calling it Lagoon. So it's this blue with green and a little bit of purple, and there's some speckles in there as well. Hopefully you can see those. I've got this really rich blue color right here that I just love. I think it's gorgeous. So yeah, so this one's Lagoon, also 75-25, 50 grams. Okay, this one's really fun. This one is going to be the same base, 50 grams, 75-25. This one's called Let's Get Funky. So this one's got quite a bit of variation in color. It's got yellow, blue, pink, green, and some really nice speckles of gray, like a gunmetal gray. So hopefully you can see all that. The pink is kind of hidden in here a little bit, but there it is. So there's that one for you. Okay, and then I have, this one's called Unicorn Tears. It's very similar, but it doesn't have quite as many of the speckles in it, and it's going to be a little bit more vibrant with the color. There's a little bit of the green in it, the pink, There's a little bit of purple right there. So this one is Unicorn Tears. Okay, so right now in the shop I have 2 skeins of worsted weight. They are going to be mini skeins, so they would be great for striping into a project or maybe making a pom-pom or a tassel or something like that. So the 2 that I have right now are going to be Coral Reef, which is this lovely teal aqua kind of color, and it's got some hot pink throughout, a little bit of variation in there. So this one's going to be more like a 20 gram skein. Like I said, it's going to work great for like an accent color on something, or maybe like a really fun pom-pom or a tassel. So that one's Coral Reef. The next one that I have is Malibu. So this one is an aqua with hot pink. It kind of reminds me of Malibu Barbie. Takes me back to my childhood days. So yeah, this one's going to be another worsted weight, and it just has all these lovely variations of aqua and hot pink. Okay. And then I have a few mini skeins. These are all going to be a combination merino, nylon, and stellina, so they are going to be a little bit sparkly, which is fun. I think it's perfect for a mini skein because you can add just a little bit of sparkle, especially if you're making a pair of socks. You can add just a little bit of like a sparkly base to your toes or heels or cuffs. Or if you're working on maybe like a shawl project, you can add just like a little bit of sparkle into it. Who doesn't love sparkle? I mean, come on. So, okay, the first one that I have, these are all going to be 20 gram mini skeins. And the first one that I have is going to be called Beachside. And it is this very cute little combination of blue and brown and green. Oh, and you can totally see the stellina in it, so that's perfect. So that one's called Beachside. The next one that I have is going to be called Dance Party. And it's got all of these variations of pink, and there's some white and little specks of yellow and blue and green and black. It's just got a little bit of everything in there. So this one's a really fun kind of a colorway. Okay, next one I have is called School Pride. When I dyed it up, it came out a little bit different than I was expecting it to, but it actually just really reminds me of something that you would see at like a football game or something like that. So this one is School Pride. So it's going to be white and yellow with black specks throughout it. This one's also stellina, so you've got some nice little sparkle going on in there. Alright, School Pride. Okay, the next one's probably my favorite, I'm not gonna lie. It is called Dark Unicorn. So this one is on a black base and it's got rainbow stripes throughout it. It's not self-striping, it just has little stripes of color in it. So it's just got a rainbow of color throughout, mainly on a black, and I just think it looks so good up against that stellina. I think it's just perfect. Love it. Love it. Dark Unicorn. Okay, and the last one that I have is going to be called Miss Frank. So this one is going to be pink with purple, and it's going to have some black specks throughout it. It reminds me a lot of Lisa Frank, if you guys remember that from like the 90s. That was one of my favorite places to go to when I was a kid, at the mall. My brother was all about the toy store. I was all about Lisa Frank. So, had to have all those crazy colors. It was fun. Okay. Yeah, so those are going to be all the colors that I have available in my shop right now, which again is on Etsy, and it's Fluffy Bear Fibers. So you can search for that, or I will put a link for it down below. I will put all of the information on where you can find me down below as well. You can find me on Instagram as JennyCraft21, and I am also on Ravelry as JennyCraft21 as well. So, just throwing that in there. Kind of forgot to do that at the beginning, so. Okay. The last thing that I want to show you guys is actually a work in progress that I have, one of my whips. And the reason that I want to show it to you is because it is also all done in my hand-dyed yarn. So I decided that I wanted to jump on that bandwagon of doing a fade, because that is the biggest thing to do right now. I just love it. I love the way that people are coming up with all their color combinations. I think it's beautiful, and I just really wanted one of my own. So, and one of the podcasts that I love to watch is K-Paz on Do You Knit, the Yarn Pimp podcast. I just think that she's fabulous, and she will tell you that you can never have enough pink. Pink, 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 all the time. And you know what? Power to the pink. Love it. Love the pink. So, I decided that I was going to cast on the Brick sweater, and that is a free pattern on Ravelry, and it is a top-down raglan sweater, and so I decided to make my own fade. So it's coming along really nicely right now. The body is completely finished. I've gone ahead and done the ribbing around the neckline, and I have got the start of one sleeve, but it's on holders, and I'm working on the other sleeve at the moment, and it will fade down into this lovely dark variegated color that I've got down here. I used 4 different colors to do this fade, and right now I am just absolutely loving it. I'm so excited. I am hoping to have it finished before Valentine's Day, because, come on, pink, Valentine's Day, yeah, it's made for it. So, and I live up here in the mountains, so it should be cold enough for me to be able to wear it, so that should work out nicely. So, this is my very first top-down sweater that I've ever done, and I have to say that I am really excited with how it's coming out. I think it is just gorgeous. I'm loving the colors. They all came out really beautiful, and I'm just loving it. I can't wait to wear it. I'm so excited. So, yeah, I will give you a little bit of an update on that as it progresses. I also have my really cute little cupcake progress keeper, because, you know, what pink project doesn't need a cupcake? It just was perfect for it, so. Alright. Loving that. Very excited about that. At the moment, I have been kind of a monogamous knitter. That is the only whip that I have at the moment, but I actually also have some yarn ready, at the ready, for my next project, which is going to be the How Cold Is It mittens. Those are going to be made for a friend of mine, and I'm very excited to cast those on. I can't wait, but I'm going to be good, and I'm going to finish the sleeves of that sweater before I cast on anything else. I'm so close, I can't give up now. So, yeah, I'm very excited about that, and I have a few other projects in mind. I have a bit of yarn that is bare and ready for me to dye up, because I really want to make the salt cardigan, and I think that'll just be beautiful in like a royal blue with maybe a white, probably a hot pink. I'm not really sure what other colors I'm going to do yet, but it's a beautiful sweater that has like a shawl front that you can wrap around yourself, which is really nice. There's so many different ways to wear it, which I think is great. Something like that just seems like a really fun piece to have in your wardrobe, so I'm excited for that. I also have a few sock projects in mind that I would like to work on. I did finish my boyfriend's first pair of socks, and he loved those. They fit perfect. I did that with some of my hand-dyed yarn, and the colorway came out just right. It was exactly what I wanted for it, so that was exciting. And he loves them. He wears them all the time, so I definitely want to make him another pair of socks. And if I could do that in my hand-dyed yarn as well, that would be perfect. So that's exciting. Yeah, so basically I have just opened this shop, and like this week, and I just wanted to get the word out there on the kind of products that I sell and kind of get people more familiar with me and the face behind the name, except that I'm not Fluffy Bear, but you know, he hasn't made his way around here, so I can't show him to you, but I'll try to put a picture in if I can. So yeah, I just really wanted to take some time to basically let everybody know who I am and where I'm from and the type of yarn that I'm trying to get out there, and hopefully you guys love it. I really love doing it, and it's a new process to me, so I'm learning as I go, but hopefully my products just get better and better, and hopefully you guys just love it. So, alright, I think that's about all I have for now, and I will hopefully check in with you guys soon. So, thank you for stopping by, and I hope that you check out my shop. Thank you. Bye.